What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna teach you how to wheelie Kawasaki Z125. So, basically, it took me a while. I'll say it took me about maybe a month, maybe 2 months, around there to learn how to like officially wheelie. And I still got more to learn, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So the first thing, this was the first. Oh my gosh! If you could do this, like I'll say, do this for like a whole week, and maybe 2. But I'm gonna show you right here. This is what you gotta do. That for like about a week. Basically what I was doing, about a week or 2, but basically I was popping it up and hitting the brake, popping it up and hitting the brake. What that does is get your brake foot efficient on the brakes. So when you're riding and you pop it up, and say you get to like a scary point where your bike is 12 in and you don't know how to put it down, somewhere in your mind and body, in that connection of doing that, popping it up, hitting the brake for a week, your body's gonna remember to hit that brake and bring that wheel back down. So I would do that for like a week. I know it's gonna feel like maybe no progress, but trust me, it is progress. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, oh, I didn't even know I could do that. But that's when your bike gets here and you hit the brake out of nowhere, you're gonna be like, oh shit. But I would do that I would practice that. But the first thing you want to ever practice is the popping up the clutch. Now let me show you that. So basically, when you pop the clutch, right, you want to feel where your clutch grabs it. So say if your clutch, pull it in and your clutch grabs like right here, you want to pull it all the way in, right? Give it some gas, probably let me show you, probably like this much throttle, and then let everything go, except for the gas. So you pull in the clutch, you pull in the gas, and then you pop the clutch, you let the clutch go, and the bike should come right up. So I'm going to show you that right now. Listen to the bike, you'll hear it. You want to do that. That's how you get the bike wheel to come up. And you want to learn the brake, because that's how you get the bike wheel to come back down. Now, to keep it in that, what you want to find is that balance point. And balance point is like, that's very important. That's when that's when your bike, it literally feels like it's floating. You're gonna pop it up and it's gonna feel like
turning off gravity. You are now free to float.
So that when you pop it up, and that happens, that's when you know you're at balance point. And when you're at balance point, you just want to be steady on the throttle, and give it brake and gas. Excuse me. Give it you want to be steady on the throttle and just tap the brake so the bike come down a little bit, and then when you stay on the gas, the bike wheel comes up a little bit, and you tap the brake, the bike wheel comes back down. I'm gonna show you that right now. So that's how you keep it in. I don't know if you heard the bike, but basically you'll just give it a little tiny bit of gas. It's a sweet spot you're gonna feel where you just feel like the bike is gonna stay there a little bit, and then you're gonna see it kind of rise up because your wheel's gonna fall down a little tiny bit, and then you just give it more gas, and you tap the brake, you give it more brake, and you want to basically stay in this point of when your wheel goes back, you tap the brake, it comes back down, and then when your wheel goes down, you hit the gas, and it stays back. You want to stay in this little midpoint. What they call it is a first balance point and a second balance point, and what you want to stay is in between those. And when you stay in between those, that's when you know you're actually good at wheeling. But you know, any tips I could give you? You want to be what I learned in first gear. That's kind of the hardest gear to learn in because it's very torquey. Like if you give it too much gas, your bike is coming back. It's good. That gas is gonna be there. But if you give it you know, I just learned it first gear. I don't know why I chose first gear to learn it in. Basically, the reason why I chose first gear was because it was when I popped my bike up, it came right up. And that's what I like, because in second gear is another gear you can learn how to wheelie in. That's it kind of helps you get to balance point, but it's a lot quicker. I feel like second gear is kind of not safer. I feel like you should learn first gear. You should learn that throttle before you get to second gear. But second gear, it's another process you gotta learn, because you gotta learn. I'm gonna show you second gear right now. It's way faster. Second gear right there, and that takes a little while to master, because it's a whole lot of other forces that's involved in the second gear, because you literally have to push down and pull up and hit the clutch and the gas all at the same time, and it's kind of hard to do that when you when you're just trying to learn how to wheelie, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna push down, pull up, and give too much gas and go all the way back and forget about the brake. And that's what happened to me. I actually fell plenty of times in second gear because I forgot all about the brake. I was still trying to learn the brake. So if you feel like you got the brake down pat, then go ahead and put it in second gear, push down, pull up, hit the clutch and the gas all at the same time. So basically, you gotta push down, and then when you push down, when you about to get ready to pull back up, you hit the clutch and the gas, and the bike comes up. there with the gas. It's a little faster, feels a little tiny bit better, but I recommend learning that brake first and kind of learning first gear first. That should make you more of an efficient wheelier first, you know, like an intermediate, beginner intermediate, and then you move on to second gear. But, you know, you could do a whole bunch of tricks. I'm gonna show you a trick right now. After you learn that, stuff like this. Learn all that, you can learn tricks like that. You know, the one hand stuff like that. So that's how you wheelie. I hope I explain it really good. Well, I could probably explain to learn the brake. Look, to learn the brake, just pop it up, hit the brake. That's it. When you then pop it up higher and hit the brake, and eventually you get to the point, you get to that flow point, you'll start to feel it. That's how you learn. That's when you know you learn the brake. So that ends my how to wheelie show. I hope you guys go out there and practice. Remember, wear a helmet. Do not go out there and think you're the best already and don't wear any helmet and crack your melon. So always remember, wear a helmet, wear some type of headwear protection. Because it could get really, I felt plenty of times, the helmet makes you feel more confident. It makes you feel like, it just gives you more confidence. So just remember, when you go out there, wear a helmet.